हेलो फ्रेंड्स। तो ये PYQ सीरीज़ एलिमिनेशन मेथड का हमारा 7th वीडियो है। इससे पहले हमने पहले 5 वीडियोस में पूरा 2022 का क्वेश्चन पेपर पूरा डिस्कस कर लिया। कैसे लॉजिकल एनालिसिस लग सकती है, कैसे टेक्निक्स लग सकती हैं, कैसे बिटवीन द लाइंस पढ़ना है, कैसे कोरिलेट होती हैं स्टेटमेंट्स, कैसे वर्ड्स पे ध्यान देना, कैसे उसका मीनिंग निकालना है। तो आपने अगर वो पाँचों वीडियोस छः वीडियोस इससे पिछले वाली नहीं देखी है तो पहले आप जाके सीक्वेंस से देखिए, फर्स्ट वीडियो, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ, सिक्स, तब आके आप ये देखिएगा। अभी 2021 का क्वेश्चन पेपर चल रहा है, पहला पार्ट रिलीज हो चुका है। 30th नंबर क्वेश्चन से मैं इसमें स्टार्ट करूँगा। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग हैव स्पीसीज दैट कैन एस्टेब्लिश सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप विद अदर ऑर्गेनिज्म। सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप का मतलब ये होता है कि कुछ समथिंग वन ऑर्गेनिज्म विल गिव एंड समथिंग अदर ऑर्गेनिज्म विल गिव एंड दे आर establishing a kind of mutualism where both are getting benefited. So the first the option is Synadrians, okay, and the second is fungi, third is protozoa. So we all know that fungi and protozoa can establish a symbiotic relationship. You would have heard about lichens, you would have heard about moses. So these two can establish symbiotic relations. So either the option B or the option D. Most of the time such hard to spell names are of smaller organisms. They do not have everything designed in their body. If there is not every organ, everything, they are not self-sustainable as such. So they require some kind of relationship with either animal, or they are in a relationship of parasitism with some other organism. So most of the time they are they can establish a symbiotic relationship. So the answer was D, 1, 2 and 3. Now the question number 31. With reference to Chauset Yogini temple situated near Morena, consider the following statements. The first statement says it is a circular temple built during the reign of Khachachapagatta dynasty. Nobody expects you to memorize this. Second is, it is the only circular temple built in India. The only should raise alarm, as I had told you earlier as well. The third statement is, it was meant to promote the Vaishnava cult in the region. Don't know which cult was there. Fourth statement is, its design has given rise to a popular belief that it was the inspiration behind the Indian Parliament building. Now the Parliament building is also what? It is also circular. It is also circular. If you can memorize, if you can remember it. So now both the statements are talking about one thing, which is circular. So it is only circular temple or not? We do not know, but it is circular. We can correlate with these two statements. So the fourth statement should be correct, and thus we can eliminate option A and option B, and we are left with option C and D. And now, as the caution suggests, only means India is a huge country. There are not any kind of structure which is only, like if you will see, there is a Charbagh style architecture. So it is there in Humayun Tomb, it is there in Itmad-ud-Dawla, it is there in Taj Mahal. When we talk about Qutub Minar, we have Shahid Minar as well. When we talk about stupa, we have thousands of stupa. So it's almost we have sun temples, we have so many sun temples. So only circular temple has a very less probability. So we will go with the what? We will eliminate this and then we will go with this option C, 1 and 4. So this was a straightforward question, Dhola Veera. Here there can be a trick. In the first quarter of 17th century, in which of the following were the factories of the English East India Company located? Bharuch, Chikakole, A 1 only, B 1 and 2, C 3 only, D 2 and 3. Now if you will see, if there is 3 statements and examiner has given twice such option where there is only one option correct, like 1 only, 2 only. If they are deliberately, we also make questions, so we know if there is only one statement correct, then we give another one statement correct option just to confuse you. Okay, so it most of 50% of the time it happens that the answer is one out of them. Either it is one only or it is three only. So we have to be we can apply this trick as well. Okay, so remember this trick, it can be applicable, though this question is very hard, and if you have not read the NCERT, or I had given you one source that was related to IGNU. There was one chapter of IGNU which I had uploaded. In that, all types of factories, all the names of factories, from which kingdom they acquired it, etc., all the information is given. But I will advise you to stay away with such kind of question if you don't know. This is also a very tough question. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. History में there is most of the time open and shut cases. Question number 35. According to Portuguese writer Nunes, the women in Vijayanagara Empire were experts in which of the following areas? First is wrestling, second is astrology, third is accounting, fourth is soothsaying. Now, always remember this thing, like Vijayanagara Empire was very forward-looking empire according to its time period. Medieval age was most of the time it was very orthodox, but if you look at kingdoms like Vijayanagara, Vijayanagara was far more forward-looking than the contemporary empires. So any such positively worded statements for women, for downtrodden, is most of the time they all are correct. The correct answer was 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can rely on this trick. 80%, 85% of the time it will be correct. With reference to Mandanapalle of Andhra Pradesh, which one of the following statement is correct? First option is Pingali Venkaiah designed the tricolor Indian national flag here. Possible. Option B, Pattabhai Sitaramaiah led the Quit India movement of Andhra region from here. We know the movement, we know the name of Pattabhai Sitaramaiah from the one episode of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. But from Quit India movement, we have not heard that much of the name of Pattabhai Sitaramaiah, though he was a Gandhian, he was always involved in the movements. So, iska chances are less. Third is Rabindranath Tagore translated the national anthem from Bengali to English here. Possibility. D is Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott set up headquarters of Theosophical Society first here. No, it was set up in Madras. We know it. We know it. So we can erase this. We can erase this. We will be left with 50-50, and we have to choose one out of that. Question number 37. Historical place well known for Burja Home. Read new NCERT, you know it is famous for pit houses. Pit houses given everywhere. Pit houses. So this is wrong. When this is wrong, then we will eliminate option A and B. Now we are left with either C is correct or D is correct. You have to choose out of this. Answer was D, but you can easily arrive at a 50-50 option. This is a very, very tough question. I will not advise you to attempt this. If you know, you know. With reference to the question number 40, with reference to the history of ancient India, which are the following statements are correct? Mitakshara was the civil law for upper caste and Dayabhaga was the civil law for lower caste. Any law which is made, they try to at least establish an interrelationship between communities. Civil laws are not made for only one caste. So these such kind of statements are most of the time, 99% of the time, they are wrong. In the Mitakshara system, the sons can claim right to the property during the lifetime of the father, whereas in the Dayabhaga system, it is only after the death of the father that the sons can claim right to the property. Possibly may be correct. The Mitakshara system deals with matter related to the property held by male members only of a family, whereas the Dayabhaga system deals with the matters related to the property held by both male and female members. Again wrong. Even Stri Dhana, the concept of Stri Dhana was there even since the ancient times. So any civil law will deal with both the male and female, what property, if they cannot inherit any property, then also it will be mentioned in the civil law. So these statements seems wrong, and we are, look what I have said. Ab now 3 only is correct na, they have given B also 2 only. So this is the mindset. 50% of the time you will find it, because I have personally made 7,000-8,000 questions, so I also know a little bit the mentality of the examiner. So it will work 50% time. You can play a bet. With reference to the history of ancient India, Bhavabhuti, Hastimala and Kashmeshwara were famous for Jain monks, playwrights, temple architects, philosophers. Temple architects, you know 3 temple architects. You don't know any one temple architect. So this is the absurd option. Just make it wrong. Then there are philosophers, there are Jain monks, there are playwrights. The name suggests that they can be either Jain monk or playwrights. Philosophers also there is a very less possibility. Okay, Jain monks or a playwrights. Okay. So either you can choose A or you can choose B. Most of the students chose between them. Some were lucky, they gained 2 marks. Some were unlucky, they gained minus 0.66 marks. But calculated risk is part of this process. Question number 42. Consider the following statements. The Montagu-Chelmsford reforms of 1919 recommended granting voting rights to all of the women above the age of 20. All of the women. Not all the men were eligible to vote. How come they can provide the voting rights to women, to all the women above 21 years? There were so many qualifications even for men. And Margaret Cousin and Annie Besant had founded Women India Association, and they were trying hard to get voting rights for some women at least. The Government of India Act of 1935 gave women reserved seats in legislature. Yeah, they gave it. You have to remember this. So you can eliminate this. Such kinds of statements are wrong. With the reference to 8th August 1942 in Indian history, which one of the following statement is correct? Quit India Movement resolution was adopted by the AICC. Even if you don't know 8th August, you know it happened in 1942. So this can be true. The Viceroy's Executive Council was expanded to include more Indians. No such thing happened. The Congress ministries resigned in 7 provinces. It happened around 1940s. World War incidents, and then this. Cripps proposed an Indian Union with full dominion stated once the Second World War was over. They don't know used to, like, Cripps mission was not so popular to give the date and memorize the date like when they had proposed Indian Union with full dominion stated, etc. So you can, if you don't know, then also you can arrive at the option A with using logic and common sense. This is a trap. Songs from prison, even like, people will go for either Sarojini Naidu, if they will apply more mind, then they will go for Bal Gangadhar Tilak. But nobody will ever think like Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi will write this. Even Gandhi ji would not be remembering that he had written this. So वो बोला जाता है जैसे ये किस लाइन में आ गया. सो गांधी जी अगर जिंदा होते तो उनके लिए ये बोला जाता कि सॉन्ग्स फ्रॉम प्रिजन ये कहाँ पे कौन से लाइन में आप आ गए. ठीक है, तो ये ट्रैप था, इसमें माइनस ही मिले 99% लोगों को. क्वेश्चन नंबर 45. विद रेफरेंस टू मेडिएवल इंडिया, विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द करेक्ट सीक्वेंस इन असेंडिंग ऑर्डर इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइज? असेंडिंग डिसेंडिंग याद रखना. डिसेंडिंग यानी कम हो रहा है, असेंडिंग मतलब बढ़ रहा है. सो द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज परगना, सरकार, सूबा. सरकार, परगना, सूबा. सूबा, सरकार, परगना. परगना, सूबा, सरकार. अरे अब देखो ऑप्शंस देखो. सूबा 2 बार एग्जामिनर बाबू ने लास्ट में रखा है, यानी लास्ट में चांस है इसका. परगना को 2 बार एग्जामिनर बाबू ने आगे रखा है, तो चांसेस है इधर ए होगा और डी होगा. ठीक है, ये वर्क करता है। यूपी पीसीएस और पीसीएस वगैरह में तो ऐसे पूरे करेक्ट आंसर 99% आप निकाल सकते हो, ठीक है। यूपीएससी में थोड़ा सा दिमाग ज़्यादा लगाना पड़ता है। सूबा हमें पता है, पंजाबी सूबा का डिमांड एक बड़ी एंटिटी होती है, ठीक है, एक बड़ी एंटिटी होती है। तो अब हम इससे पता लग जाएगा कि ऑप्शन ए होने का वेरी हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी इन दोनों में। परगना छोटा होता है ज़्यादातर, ठीक है। सूबा हम अगर हमें पता पंजाबी सूबा का डिमांड, अभी भी पंजाबी सूबा बोल रहे थे विद द राइज ऑफ सम खालिस्तानी मूवमेंट, सम लीडर्स वर ओरिजिनेटिंग। सो ये ट्रिक आप लगा सकते हो, इससे आंसर आ सकता है। स्ट्रेट अवे क्वेश्चन, ताकि बच्चे परेशान ना हो तो कुछ क्वेश्चन डाल देते हैं। इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 47, in the context of colonial India, Shahnawaz Khan, Prem Kumar Sehgal and Gurbaksh Singh Dhillon are remembered as leaders of Swadeshi and boycott movement, ठीक है, members of the interim government of 1946, members of the drafting committee in the Constituent Assembly, officers of the Indian National Army. Most of the time na, if they are giving you such names na, this is the irony of the country that the moderate leaders, you all know the name because they have been printed in all the books of the writers, the socialistic mindset historians. They have given the primacy to such freedom fighters who were moderate in their taste, so moderate in their expression. But we do not remember the names of the revolutionary nationalists. Even we had like written in the books revolutionary terrorist for them. So most of the time if such names are given na, they are from a revolutionary movement. So either Swadeshi and boycott was revolutionary, and even more revolutionary was International Army. It was cosmopolitan in nature, and you can see Shahnawaz Khan was a Muslim, Prem Kumar Sehgal was a Hindu, Gurbaksh Singh Dhillon was a Punjabi, Sardar probably. So Netaji's movement, Indian National Army, was truly cosmopolitan, truly gender equity was there. Captain Lakshmi Sehgal, there was a whole women regiment, very forward looking. So the chances that 47D the answer would be. This is again a very, very tough question. The question paper of 2021 history was very hard. Which one of the following statements is correct? So Vaghera River, you know, if you don't know, just leave it. Question number 50. Consider the following statements. 21st February is declared to be the International Mother Language Day by UNICEF. UNICEF has nothing to do with the cultural aspects. It is UNESCO which deals with the cultural heritage site, language, etc. So this, if you would have read it carefully, it would be, you could have made it wrong. Okay. The demand that Bangla has to be one of the national languages was raised in the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Why not? Bangladesh, Pakistan was one. Urdu was being imposed. Then there was a movement. There was a huge bloodshed on the 21st February. People died. People were killed by the Pakistani army. So because of that, they died for their mother tongue. To commemorate that, this was made International Mother Language Day. Everybody should have right to speak their mother tongue. There can be a link language, but mother tongue should be always, there should be right to protect that, secure that, and that's why the constitution has given that. Question number 51. How is permaculture farming different from conventional chemical farming? Permaculture farming discourages monoculture practices, but in conventional chemical farming, monoculture practices are predominant. Yes, chemical farming वो ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन के बाद एक ही गेहूं तो गेहूं, वीट तो वीट, राइस तो राइस, वीट राइस सिस्टम. In one land you are just doing the cultivation of wheat तो wheat ही हो रहा, rice तो rice ही हो रहा. Yeah, this is monoculture. So this seems right. Okay, conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity, but the occurrence of such phenomena is not observed in permaculture farming. Conventional chemical farming में soil salinity होती है because they use chemical fertilizers, so it is also right. Conventional chemical farming is easily possible, semi-arid region, but permaculture farming is not so easily possible, such a region. Permaculture, any organic or natural farming is possible in any condition, but conventional chemical farming needs a lot of water. Lot of water is needed. If you are using chemicals to cultivate crops, you need a lot of water. and that is why the water table has decreased in Haryana and Punjab. So how it is possible easily in semi-arid region? This statement is absolutely wrong. And if you make it wrong, this 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 not this gets eliminated, and you are left with either B or C. As we have seen, first and second seems correct, so the answer is option B. With reference to palm oil, consider the following statement. This is a very hard question. Southeast Asia में native है नहीं है. It was not native of Southeast Asia. There was this question was so designed. हमें पता है कि Southeast Asia से palm oil आता है, तो हम लोगों को लगा कि native है, but था नहीं, इसलिए गलत हो गया. Most of the time. Trap है, मतलब you will get mad solving this question with reference to Indus River system. Of the following 4 rivers, 3 of them pour into one of them which join the Indus direct. Among the following, which one is such river that join the Indus direct? In the paper in the year 2021, one who had solved more than 95 questions failed the prelims most of the time, because if you see the cutoff, it declined so much. There were so many unsolvable questions. So if you had attempted such questions, 99% you will gain negative. So ऐसा माइंड में सोच के नहीं जाना कि 90-95 क्वेश्चन करने. ऐसा पेपर आएगा तो 85 बहुत है. With reference to India, Didwana, Khuchaman, Sargol, Khatu are the names of glaciers, mangrove areas, Ramsar sites, saline lakes. Khatu का मतलब क्या था? खट्टा से खाटू, राजस्थान में खाटू बोलते हैं. तो ऐसा हिंदी से अगर कुछ नाम if you can derive, so most of the time they are correct. 90% they will be correct. So खट्टा, saline lakes. चौन का D. Straight correlation. Question number 55. Consider the following rivers: Brahmani, Nagavalli, Subandrekha, Vamsadhara. Which of the above rise from the Eastern Ghats? You know Subandrekha is something which is flowing in the Jharkhand near Jamshedpur. Subandrekha, because the gold deposits are thought to be found there. Okay, so Subandrekha is not something which is there in which rises in the Eastern Ghat. So option C and D gets eliminated. Chota Nagar plateau के आसपास से they could have be originated. So based on that, because you are not expected to know Nagavalli and Vamsadhara, you can guess Godavari वगैरह उधर Krishna. So Eastern Ghat there is a probability. But Nagavalli, I don't think you are expected to know. But the use of Subandrekha and Brahmani, Baitarni, Odisha region, if you can remember. So it is also not from the Eastern Ghat, but Subandrekha you definitely know, and with the use of this, you can eliminate C and D, and you will be left with either A or B. अब हम देखते हैं ये ग्लोबल ओशियन कमीशन थोड़ा क्या था ना. द कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट. द ग्लोबल ओशियन कमीशन ग्रांट्स लाइसेंस फॉर सीबेड एक्सप्लोरेशन एंड माइनिंग इन इंटरनेशनल वाटर्स. देयर इज अ होल new not new, a UN association, International Seabed Authority, which is made for this purpose. Commissions are generally not meant to grant licenses, etc. Generally saying, it is mostly authority or something like this. The name should be like this. So this was wrong, and based on that you could have arrived at the correct answer, but this is a hard question. Question number 57. Among the following, which one is the least water efficient crop? Sugarcane, sunflower, pearl millet, red gram. Millet, any kind of millet is always a water efficient crop. Gram is also most of the time water efficient. Sugarcane, sunflower. Sunflower निकालोगे तो तेल निकलेगा, ऑयल. शुगर के निकालोगे जूस निकलेगा. जूस मतलब वाटर कंटेंट बहुत है इसमें. वाटर कंटेंट बहुत है, तभी तो जूस निकल रहा है. ठीक है. एंड सेकेंडली, Maharashtra, Vidarbha के region में due to sugarcane cultivation there was a lot of suicide because water deficient region है, people taken loan, pump, etc. and there was a lot of suicide. So this was also the logic that sugarcane is something which needs more water. ठीक है. तेल निकल रहा है, एक से जूस निकला, जूस वाले में ज़्यादा पानी यूज होता होगा तो वाटर एफिशिएंसी कम होगी. अब ऐसे फनी लॉजिक्स ऑल्सो वर्क. क्वेश्चन सॉल्व भी तो करना. हु इज आस्किंग यू कि यू हैव रेड दिस और नॉट. इफ यू हैव क्लियर द प्रीलिम्स कट ऑफ, दैट्स इट. So this was the second part. Thank you so much. Hopefully these all videos are helping you. Do watch it. It will give you a new perspective, and this perspective is extremely helpful. If you're stuck at 80, you will get 100, and you will clear the examination. You will write mains. Mains में फिर हम लोग फिर देखेंगे कि आगे कैसे प्रिपरेशन करनी है, एंड वी आर विद यू. थैंक यू सो मच.